And we welcome you into coverage of the 2025 Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League Baseball Playoffs. It's a winner's bracket matchup between the number 2 seed Naples Sharks and number 3 Frontier Club Wagoneers here at Rosa O'Gletty Park. Sean Myers joined by the one and only Matt Palumbo. And Matt, both these teams taking care of business last week in their first postseason game. They are now in the winner's bracket of this double elimination tournament to make it to the championship series. So they've already gotten one victory underneath their belt. Two teams that have had great regular seasons to this point. 20-3 Nakles, 19-4 Frontier Club. Should be a dandy here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, Sean. Should be a great game. Looking forward to how it unfolds here. As you mentioned, not an elimination game, so not as much pressure as the previous game, but
obviously, the benefits of winning are massive as Aaron Chappell for the Wagoneers takes a first pitch ball. Aaron Gasky, probably not the start he wanted as he spiked that one to the plate.
Yeah, certainly. The difference between losing and playing Wednesday and winning and playing Friday is absolutely massive.
2-0. Chappell leading off. He at second base wears 25. Then it'll be number 1, Grady Ruffner, the shortstop. Tommy Rennie, the pitcher, wears 24. He bats in the number 3 spot. Connor Donahue follows as that misses away. Donahue, the catcher, clad in 23. Then it's Nick Siphon, the center fielder, wearing 44. Batting in the number 6 spot for Frontier Club is Ty Yako Pennick. He is the extra hitter, as that's a called strike. Dane Martz, the third baseman, 66, follows. Then it's William Showalter at first base wearing 13. Brady Matarko is in right field wearing 33, as there's a called strike as the count runs full at 3-2. And Cale Ruffner, 46, is in left field to round out the batting order for the Wagoneers. We'll look at the defense after this next pitch from Gasky. Here's the payoff, and it's ball 4.
So defensively for the Nakles Sharks, Aaron Gasky on the mound. Cooper Hegan behind the plate. Vinny Calabrese at first base. Aiden Patika at second base. Alex Grohall playing third base. And at shortstop, Austin Slazak. In the outfield, left field, Dante Duragon.
Runner goes as the first pitch misses. Throw to second is a strong one, but not in time. Chappell, with his good speed, able to beat it out. And he's already in scoring position with Ruffner having the count 1-0 in his favor.
And to round out the defense for the Nakles Sharks, Noah Mudnansky, number 0 in center field, and Tommy Snyder, number 6 in right field.
So we'll see if the Wagoneers can strike first. Already a man in scoring position. I don't anticipate Ruffner necessarily would bunt here, but certainly his task is to try to move that runner. Well, that task no longer needed to be done by Ruffner because the wild pitch allows Chappell to himself scoot into third base as the count now 2-0. What a start for the Wagoneers.
Yeah, it was a good block there from Hegan, but the ball just trickled down the first base line. He wasn't able to find it right away, but I think Chappell was going to move up either way. But certainly in that case, moves up easily.
And 3-0 as Gasky having a rough go finding the strike zone.
Yeah, Gasky struggling with his command so far. Definitely one of the better pitchers on this Nakles roster, but just quite not finding the zone yet.
And that trend continues. He has issued a second consecutive walk. Now runners at the corners.
Yeah, definitely a bit concerning for Gasky. Hasn't been able to command his pitches at all. Now he's got first and third, which we know how dangerous that is in this league. Almost guaranteed to have 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out here.
Yeah, I would expect to see Ruffner on the move. And a dangerous hitter, to say the least, in the form of Rennie.
Certainly this Frontier Club top of the lineup is as dangerous as you'll see here in Teener League.
Runner from first does break. Pitch misses in the dirt. And Hegan probably no chance there. Even if he had caught it cleanly, I don't know that they would have thrown down as Ruffner now himself in scoring position. The count 1-0 to Rennie.
Yeah, a combination of a great jump there from Ruffner and that pitch in the dirt. Absolutely no chance.
Hit out of play on the third base side off of the bat of Tommy Rennie.
Not necessarily surprised to see an aggressive approach there from Rennie, but thought maybe didn't have the green light until Gasky's able to find the zone, but he's aggressive there.
Another one fouled off.
Not able to catch up to the heater there is Rennie. Works himself behind in the count here, 1-2. Gasky able to finally find the zone here to see if he mixes speeds here, tries to keep Rennie off balance.
The count 1-2 on Rennie. And a called strike 3, a big punch out for Gasky. Gasky.
Now batting the catcher, number 23,
That was
Connor
massive
Donahue.
to record that strikeout. Now he faces Connor Donahue, who boasts a .543 batting average. That is eye-popping as he swings through the first.
Yeah, like I mentioned, Sean, this top and middle of this Frontier Club lineup is very formidable. Definitely can't play around against these kids in the middle of the lineup.
That misses inside. We're seeing some good velo from Gasky, but can he harness it? That will be a question that he needs to answer. Gasky hasn't really thrown a lot this season, just 9 2/3 innings. He has an 0-1 record. That offering misses. Gasky, 7 walks, 20 strikeouts, and a 2.90 ERA. But again, he hasn't thrown a ton of innings this season. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was down. And so the count draws even. That one scooted away from Hegan a little bit, but not far enough for the runner at third base in the form of Chappell to try to break for home.
Yeah, good job once again there from Hegan. Keep the ball in front of you. He's doing a good job of the pitches in the dirt, just blocking them, keeping them in front, and not letting Chappell advance there.
Certainly he's got to be thinking strikeout here. And he gets one, a swing and a miss. Back-to-back punch-outs for Gasky after consecutive walks, and now there is a very clear path for him to get out of this frame unscathed, but standing in his way and stepping into the box is Nick Siphon.
Number 44, Nick Siphon.
Yeah, absolutely massive strikeout there. Donahue did not seem particularly close on any of his 3 swings there, so Gasky definitely full in the number 4 hitter, Donahue there.
This one's bounced to short and missed, and that might bring home 2 runs. Slezak just fanned on it, and it is 2-0 on a crucial error. Chappell and Ruffner scoring.
Yeah, it's been a common theme today from the previous game as well. Just the hops eating up these infielders. Slezak did a good job of charging that ball, but it seemed like his mistake was opting for the backhand there, trying to make it a quicker play to get the speedy Siphon at first, but probably should have kept that ball in between his legs, at least stopped the ball and prevented 2 runs from scoring.
Now Jakopenik chases that one. Siphon the runner at first. His ground ball eluded Slezak for a 2-run error. And that misses low. That's got to be a little deflating, you would imagine, for Gasky, because it looked as though he was going to get out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Did himself a favor by striking out the 3 and 4 batters, Rennie and Donahue. Thinks he's got a tailor-made ground ball to shortstop to get himself out of the inning. And then it goes awry and scores 2. So it's got to be a bit frustrating, but Gasky's got to keep his head, try to stay in this ball game and limit his mistakes here.
Yeah, it's so early that you can certainly battle back from a 2-run deficit. You just don't want that 2 to quickly become 3 or 4 as he falls behind Jakopenik. The count now 2-1.
Yeah, a lot of his misses have been high so far, so definitely could be an issue of just not quite bending enough on his pitches.
Pops the glove on that strike call.
Yeah, velocity certainly has not been Gasky's issue so far. A lot of these batters at Teener League have not seen velocity like this year, at least very often.
Misses low. Well, the back-to-back walks to start the frame, and Wagoneers are a good team, but if you make it even easier by giving them free bases, it's often going to come back and hurt you, and that's been the case with the 2 walks and then the error. Frontier Club, without a base hit, has scored a couple of runs.
Yeah, absolutely. Giving up 2 runs without the other team recording any hits, not exactly a recipe for success for the Naples Sharks.
And there is their first hit. Out to shallow right center. Mudnansky throws to third. Pretty strong throw, but just a little off the mark. And runners at the corners. Jakopenik keeping the inning alive with his single.
That's a great at-bat there from Yucca. Works himself into a full count. Sees a 2-strike pitch that's probably going to be in the strike zone. Just fights it off the other way in the right center field gap. And great base running there from Nick Siphon, moving up first and third on a ball that you don't see runners move up too often on in this league.
That brings March to the dish. First pitch, a strike. Yucca was not on the move there. Maybe respecting Hegan's ability.
Yeah, pretty good battery here with Gasky and Hegan.
And the count now 0-2. 2 on, 2 in. Just 1 hit in the inning. Couple of walks and an error as well. Winner will advance to Friday's winner's bracket. Swing and a miss as Martz strikes out. And so Gasky does strike out the side, but in between a couple of runs come across, and there were 2 left on base. We head bottom 1, Frontier Club 2. Nakles coming to bat. Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League winner's bracket here on WSN.
The Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League was founded in 1968 and features players from 13 to 15 years old. The league has no geographic boundaries, which allows players from many different areas and school districts to participate. For complete standings, team rosters, photos, news, and league sponsors, visit the Latrobe-Derry Teener League online at www.ldatl.com. That's ldatl.com. You can also follow Teener League updates on Facebook. Good luck to the teams, players, coaches, and everyone that makes the Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League one of the top leagues in the state.
Smale Kia's summer sticker sales event is on. Look for specially tagged vehicles for extra savings. And with over 100 vehicles in stock and more on the way, now's the time. Get 1.9% APR for up to 60 months on 2025 Kia Sportage Ice and Kia Sereno Ice. Save $300 to $500 when you buy or lease with VIN-specific bonus cash. And every new Kia comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Look for the stickers and look for the savings at Smale Kia.
Two runs in the top of the first inning for the Wagoneers, and now it's the Naples Sharks who will come to the plate. Under the guidance of Fred Aiello, let's take a look at Nakles' batting order. The number 2 seed begins with Noah Mutnansky. He, the center fielder, wears number 0. Then it's right fielder, number 6, Tommy Snyder. Austin Slezak, the shortstop, number 12, follows. Vinny Calabrese is at first base, batting cleanup and wearing 15. Cooper Hegan, the catcher, clad in number 66. Then it's number 7, Hayden Henry, who's the extra hitter. Batting in the 7th spot for the Sharks is number 27, Aiden Patika. Aaron Gasky, the pitcher, then follows. He's wearing 33. Alex Grohall, number 53, at third base, bats 9th. And in the 10th spot is the left fielder, number 24, Dante Duragon. Matt, the defense for Frontier Club.
Number 0, Noah Mutnansky.
On the mound, number 24, Tommy Rennie. Number 23, Connor Donahue behind the plate. Number 13, Will Showalter at first base. Second baseman, number 25, Aaron Chappell.
Rennie delivers the first pitch, swing and a miss.
Third baseman, number 66, Dane Martz. At shortstop, number 1, Grady Ruffner. Cale Ruffner, his brother. In left field, excuse me.
Another swing and a miss. That had some good movement by Rennie. He's ahead 0-2.
Center fielder, number 44, Nick Siphon. And finally, rounding out, number 33, Brady Matarko in right field.
Well off the plate. The count 1-2 to Mutnansky. Hits this one sharply. Nice backhand by Ruffner. Looked like the ball moved on him a little bit, but fields it cleanly and a strong throw across to retire Mutnansky for the first out.
Yeah, seemed to have hit the side of the pitcher's mound. Took a weird hop on Grady, but does a good job of staying down. Showing his good hands there by fielding that on the backhand, making a strong throw over to Showalter. First out of the inning. Also keeping the very speedy Mutnansky off the base paths, always a positive.
In steps Snyder. Breaking ball, good movement from Rennie as he goes off speed to get strike 1.
Yeah, it was a great front door curveball there from Tommy Rennie, fooling Tommy Snyder.
The Tommies.
Battle of the Tommies.
It's off the end of the bat, but out of play.
I'd hazard a guess Tommy might come out on top in this at-bat.
It's a bold prediction.
Surely. Hearing a lot of let's go Tommies.
Yes, from both sides. That misses. Rennie, 35 and a third innings, 6-0 record this season. 28 walks, 61 strikeouts. And his ERA is a very impressive 2.38. So he's been a good one.
Yeah, Rennie definitely one of the better arms in this league. Has shown it over the impressive 30 innings, like you mentioned, Sean.
Snyder battling, fouls it off into the Wagoneers dugout, and an errant throw by one of their coaches.
That was manager Cody Helfrich there, just coming up short.
No excuse for him.
None.
He's played a lot of ball in his day.
Yeah, former St. Joe's Owl. Coached by the great Roger Downs.
Roger likely tuning in. Well, how about that? Rennie just waved at his catcher, Donahue, to set up outside. I think that's kind of tipping what your game plan is there, and Snyder got just a piece of it. That was interesting.
Yeah, maybe could have disguised that a little bit better. Maybe they need a need a little sign there, maybe. But I mean, Snyder does a good job of fouling it off, even though we knew where it was coming.
That one to the backstop. It counts 2-2.
Yeah, Snyder's done a good job of working this count. Started out 0-2. He's brought it to 2-2 now, hoping to work himself on base either via the hit or the base on balls.
He's actually got his front foot on the chalk as that one goes over his head on the inside part of the batter's box. So he's very close to the plate.
Yeah, he's not afraid to crowd the plate, and he almost has his front foot staggered in front of his back foot.
Swing and a miss, even though he was close to the plate, still couldn't reach that one outside. He is the second out and Rennie's first strikeout victim.
Yeah, Rennie does a good job there keeping his composure. He had a lot of his good pitches spoiled there in that at-bat, but does a good job of just staying within himself and not letting Snyder get away there, getting the strikeout, keeping this 1-2-3 inning intact.
Now this is color coordinated right here. Slezak's helmet almost perfectly matching the light blue in his jersey. There's a strike.
I love it personally. I really like the color scheme that Nakles has with the light blue and the maroon. I'm liking it a lot. Also Frontier as well.
Pulled towards first and a foul ball. That one got past Showalter, but no harm done.
It seemed like it had some side spin on there. It started out in fair territory, but then it took that second hop and just shot to the right of the first base bag for a foul ball, luckily for Showalter, as he wasn't able to quite stab that ball.
Do you know Buck Showalter?
Is he... Well, he was a manager for the Orioles back in the day? Well, and the Mets?
He was around. I remember him, I think, where else was he? Maybe Arizona? As that one misses. But a longtime Major League manager. I believe he's an analyst potentially now. Let's look.
Yeah, he used to be on ESPN, if I'm not mistaken. He was on, like, the Baseball Tonight crew and all that. I don't know if he did, like, color commentary, but he was,
all right, well, I think we covered many of his teams. Now, I should have gotten this one because it's the most prominent. He was the manager of the New York Yankees, I believe, that preceded Joe Torre.
Oh.
And then Arizona, Texas Rangers, which is what we missed, Baltimore Orioles, and New York Mets. 4 times a manager of the year, including 2022. As there's a walk to Slezak. He says, stop talking about former Major League managers and talk about my good plate discipline. So he's the first base runner for Nakles.
Now batting the first
Great
baseman, number
plate
15,
discipline.
Vinny
That
Calabrese.
pitch was borderline, but he didn't give in. And umpire JT Rosa rewards him for his great plate discipline there.
Calabrese now to the plate. Trying to get his team on the board. Good movement from Rennie. His teammates appreciated that one. It's in for a strike.
Yeah, Rennie's had some early success with that front door breaking ball, just able to snap it off in front of those right-handed hitters. They almost think it's going to hit him at first.
Goes velocity, but just off the plate. That was at least a very competitive miss.
Yeah, Nakles have done a good job of working Rennie's pitch count up to 21 already.
Well, he had Calabrese backing off the plate there, but it did stay in, even with the late movement, to make it 2-1.
Yeah, and Calabrese has gotten a hold of a few this year, so certainly a dangerous hitter.
Got just a piece of that one as the count runs 2-2. 2-0 Frontier Club, the number 3 seed. Winner will have the luxury of a lot of time down. Whichever team wins this one, Matt, will have only played 2 games in a span of 8 days as that misses in. Because these teams both played in one last Thursday. Had Friday off for the other side of the bracket. Everyone in the league had Saturday and yesterday off. And a called strike 3. Calabrese didn't like it, but he is rung up as the sides retired. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. We've played an inning. It's 2-0 Frontier Club over Nakles here on WSN.
DBAT Pittsburgh East, the area's premier baseball and softball training academy, is now open in Westmoreland County. Our 20,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility features dual fungo man pitching machines, hit tracks enabled cages, and professional bullpens. With private baseball and softball instruction, we're here to help you dominate the diamond. And don't forget to stop into our pro shop, powered by Rawlings and Easton, for the latest gear. DBAT Pittsburgh East, now open in export. Visit dbatpiteast.com.
Whether you're just stopping in for a drink at the bar or having lunch or dinner, give one of D'Annunzio's seasonal drink specials a try. Our refreshing house-made sangria comes in 3 flavors, red, white, and peach. We have local craft beers on tap as well. Plus, D'Annunzio's offers our very own private label wine. We have Chardonnay, White Zinfandel, Pinot Grigio, Moscato, Cabernet, Merlot, Pinot Noir, and Champagne at D'Annunzio's.
We head to the second inning, a 2-0 lead for Frontier Club. Sean Myers, Matt Palumbo here on the call. It'll be 8, 9, and 10 in the batting order for the Wagoneers. Teams can bat 10 in this league. Matt, for those maybe that are new to the Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League, maybe tuning in for the first time, what are some maybe notable aspects of this league?
This is something that's notably, especially in this league, is the extra hitter position. So, basically just to give an extra batter for each team, let everybody have an opportunity to play.
First pitch from Gasky misses to Showalter.
Another aspect is they're pretty lenient in terms of substitution rules. You can sub in and out. You can have a DH for a fielder.
Count 1-1.
Mostly, just to, like I said, just to get kids involved and get everybody a fair chance to play.
Big swing and a miss from Showalter. In the air, but foul. Out of play. Right fielder Snyder was actually giving chase, but no realistic chance there.
Gasky steps off there, doesn't really like what Hegan has in terms of the signs. Now he's ready to deliver.
And that is a strike. Not sure if it was on location or the swing, but the result the same. It is the 4th punch out for Gasky. All of his outs have been via the strikeout.
Now batting the right fielder, number 33, Brady Matarko.
Yeah, Gasky's done a good job of being able to strike batters out, but unfortunately with the walks he's issued as well, hasn't led to a very efficient start, already up to 34 pitches, which will certainly creep into the minds of the Naples coaching staff.
There's a strike to Matarko.
Obviously winning this game puts you in a huge advantage.
Hits that sharply out to center. Coming in is Mutnansky to make the catch for a quick second out.
Yeah, good job there by Matarko, turning that pitch around quickly. Just unfortunate. Went right into Mutnansky's glove, had it played perfectly, took a few steps in, caught that right at the chest for the second out. Making quick work of this bottom of the lineup so far is Gasky here. Kale Ruffner recognizing that and laying off the first pitch, although it was Pretty easy one to lay off of in the dirt, but it seemed like he had no interest in swinging in that ball at all.
There's a strike.
Again, there another instance of Ruffner sort of moving his front foot out towards the third baseline. Might be a little bit of nervousness creeping in.
Big swing and a miss that time, extending the strike zone.
Okay, Ruffner obviously showing some frustration there. Taps his helmet with the bat. See if he can turn it around here.
Swing and a miss. Well, that was impressive for Gasky. No runs, no hits, no one left in a 1-2-3 stanza. As we head to the bottom of the second, it is 2-0 Frontier Club over Nakles.
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. The Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
We head to the bottom of the second. It's still 2-0. Frontier Club getting its 2 runs in the first inning. And now the Sharks coming to bat for the second time. Well, a game like this, 2 teams that have had great seasons to this point. There's good reason why they're the number 2 and number 3 seed. Just outstanding records. What do you look for as maybe a defining factor of which team's going to prevail here tonight?
I think it's really just which team can put together more quality at-bats at the plate, work the pitcher's pitch count, get the starter, put them in high-stress situations, basically. You want them to pitch with base runners and put them their backs against the wall. So I think what team can work the pitch count, get the starters out maybe, or at least get them deep into this ball game, I think is going to have more success.
Leading off for the Sharks, the catcher, number 66, Cooper Hegan.
Cooper Hegan leading off against Tommy Rennie. That misses up.
Try to start Hegan out with the first pitch breaking ball, did Rennie. Just missed up, wasn't quite able to snap it down into the zone.
There's ball 2. Rennie allowed a walk but did not give up a hit in the first inning. And might be in jeopardy of issuing a second walk.
He started the previous inning pretty efficiently, but not the case so far here.
Now that might be a little concerning of a sign. A 4-pitch walk to the leadoff batter.
Yes, certainly. None of them particularly close either, so definitely
something
to watch out for.
7,
see if he can work himself back into the strike zone here. Or like I mentioned, pitch count's going to start to rise, and Frontier Club coaching staff are going to have some tough decisions to make.
Extra hitter Hayden Henry. It's this one to short. Could be 2, but instead it'll be none. Ruffner missed it. It's hard to turn 2. That one was almost a tailor-made because it was hit towards the second base bag and hit pretty sharply.
Yeah, absolutely. That was bringing Grady Ruffner towards the bag. Seemed like he just took his eye off the ball for a second. Tried to, field that ball and make the move to second base quickly, but just didn't field the ball, skipped that step.
And now that one gets away from Donahue, and it's going to allow Bo to advance.
Yeah, Patika was squared around a bunt there. Missed the bunt attempt. He did stay squared around. However, ball skipped away from Donahue, moved the runners up on their own anyway. So let's see if the bunt is still in play or they're going to let Patika swing away here.
Well, if he's bunting, obviously it would have to be a squeeze-type play trying to catch the defense off guard. And as the number 7 hitter, you would think they would just let him swing. And that gets to the backstop, but no advancement. Hegan just kind of froze at third. Now, with no outs, I understand the reasoning. You don't want to run into an out. But typically, you see a ball get past the catcher, even from third to home, that runner is usually moving up. Big swing and a miss. Patika almost coming out of his spikes on that hack.
Yeah, Patika seemed a little bit early there. He saw a fastball in a location he liked. Got a little bit too excited there, just swung early. And like you said, Sean, he swung out of his shoes there, was looking to drive that ball deep.
That one inside. Some good velo from Rennie, but at times struggling to locate.
Yeah, he's got some great life on his fastball. Just seemed to run inside on Patika there.
And the payoff misses low, and the bases are loaded with nobody out.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration on the face from Rennie there. Can tell he didn't quite like that call.
And that will prompt a timeout.
Yeah, manager Cody Helfrich making his way out to the mound. Don't anticipate a change just yet. But he's definitely looking to calm Rennie down. Definitely a dangerous situation here. I know it's the number 8 hitter, but Aaron Gaske's a dangerous hitter himself. This Nakles lineup is deep. Aaron Gaske's teammate Tommy Snyder had something to say, and his teammates promptly said, "Do not listen to Tommy." So, don't know if it was something completely irrelevant or maybe they just didn't trust his advice, but let's see what see if that affects Gaske here.
And the corner infielders are playing in.
Definitely looking to cut down that run at home. Middle infielders playing double play depth.
Wisely, Gaske takes the first pitch. After you see a pitcher issue a couple of walks in the inning, that makes a lot of sense. Now 2-0. I think he's probably got a stop sign here.
Certainly have to make Runny pitch to you here.
That one was down the middle. 2-1 to Gaske. Nobody out. Bases packed full of Sharks. There's strike 2.
Good job of Rennie of working himself back into the count here. Even here at 2-2. Pressure's now on Gaske once again.
Called strike 3. Disbelief on the face of Gaske. A massive first out.
Yeah, Gaske doesn't like that call, but with 2 strikes, you just have to protect the plate. Can't let a pitch on the borderline go in that situation. Now a double play will end the inning without any run scoring. Corner's still up, though.
There's ball 1.
Favorable part of the lineup here for Tommy Rennie to face. Let's see if he can escape this jam without allowing any Naples Sharks to score.
Grohall hits it certainly well enough to score a run as Siphon makes the catch. And that brings home the first run for the Sharks. Not only does Grohall score Hegan, but he hit it so well that Henry moves up to third.
And that's good base running by Hayden Henry, recognizing, like you said, Sean, that ball is deep enough for him to move up to third base. But also a good job by the Frontier Club defense there, not trying to do too much, recognizing, hey, we can't cut down this run, probably won't get him at third base either. Let's not throw this ball away, let it compound and turn into possibly another run.
Duragon digs in, the number 10 hitter. Swing and a miss, runner from first goes, and they throw it through, and it gets away, and that scores a run.
Interesting decision there from Frontier Club defensively. Grady Ruffner cut in front of the second base bag, acted like he was going to catch it there, let it go through to Chappell. Chappell wasn't able to field the short hop. Runner safe, runner scores.
There's a strike. I'll say this. You're facing the number 10 hitter. I think you let your pitcher try to get you out of this inning with 2 outs.
Absolutely. I agree, Sean.
Runner goes. They throw to third. And that one squirts away, and the third baseman's injured.
It seemed like that ball deflected off his glove and maybe hit him in the eye.
And I thought for a second there maybe Patika would try to score because of it, but I think that's probably good sportsmanship, if nothing else, for Nakles.
Yeah, it was great sportsmanship, actually. Third base coach Gary Stemrick recognizing what happened right away.
Right.
Giving Patika the stop sign, saying, hey, we could maybe score a run here, but we'll do the right thing and make sure March is okay at third base. Love to see that, especially in a league like this. You got 13 to 15-year-old kids. Obviously, winning is a priority for these teams, especially in the postseason, but it all comes down to the development of these kids and ultimately the health and well-being. So glad to see that from Coach Stemrick. He's been up here for a long time. Great coach, great role model to these kids.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do there, I think. And again, going back to that decision to throw down, I think he'd probably want Rennie against Duragon to decide if a run's going to come across here instead, as that's fouled off. Instead of throwing down and risking that runner from third scoring the tying run, which is exactly what happened when the ball did get through. So maybe if they had it over again, they would want to play it a little different. But we're deadlocked, and now the potential go-ahead run for Nakles 90 feet away. And that's through. The number 10 hitter, Duragon, does come through, and his single plates Patika. It is 3-2.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there from Duragon. Seemed like Grady Ruffner was playing a bit more towards the second base bag, playing up the middle there. Duragon does a great job of just keeping the ball on the ground, hitting the ball hard in that hole. Ruffner not able to catch up to it. Gives the Naples Sharks the early lead here in the bottom of the second.
How about 9-10 in the batting order? Do we have a balk?
No, I believe the bat girl for Nakles was still on the field, so Tony DeMary just playing on the safe side here. And
yeah, they have a young gal that's retrieving the bats, I noticed.
They do. I'm assuming it's a younger sister of a player. I think she had Ludwig on the back of her little jersey.
That's in for a strike to the top of the order. Runner goes. Mutnansky takes it in, and now the throw down, not in time. And we're starting to see the base running really separate itself for Nakles.
Yeah, and Donahue made a good throw there, just short hopped on Grady Ruffner. Another instance, we've seen it a couple times today in these two games. Grady Ruffner trying to make the tag and the catch in the same motion. Even tougher on a short hop.
And a wild pitch.
Yeah, that ball just got away from Connor Donahue. It was almost in the left-handed batter's box there. Wasn't able to corral it. Runner moves up.
And that's through. Some two-out lightning. Mutnansky delivers an RBI single. And Duragon, the number 10 hitter, he got on base with a single, stole second, and now scores to make it 4-2.
That's another just great piece of hitting from Mutnansky there.
Tommy Snyder.
Nakles almost using Rennie's velocity to their advantage, just smacking the ball right back where it came from, keeping the ball on the ground, but finding holes.
That breaking ball misses.
And Rennie's showing some frustration on the mound. He thinks he's not pitching terribly, which he's not. He's pitching well, but just pitching to contact, and his defense not able to come up for him yet.
Runner goes. Safe.
Yeah, another good throw from Donahue, but just an even better jump from Mutnansky, and he's got great speed there.
Did not see all this coming when there was 2 outs and the number 10 hitter at the plate, but give Nakles credit. This has been an impressive inning. Snyder could not hold off on that.
Yeah, they've had some clutch hits and some good base running. Those two combined have led to 4 runs here, giving themselves a 2-run lead here in the bottom half of the second inning. 1-2 count here on Snyder. See if Rennie can get himself out of this jam. Limited to just 4 runs here.
That misses away.
However, already up to 56 pitches on the evening. That puts him at 2 days rest, which would leave him ineligible for Wednesday already. So,
which the loser of this game will play on Wednesday.
Correct. So it's got to be creeping into the minds of Cody Helfrich and the Frontier Club coaching staff already.
Heat siphon with an impressive victory earlier tonight via the run rule in 5 innings. As that is a called strike 3. Heat siphon will await the loser of this one. Big inning for Nakles. 4 runs come across, and as a result, the Sharks, the number 2 seed, have a 4-2 lead as we head to the third here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
For over 40 years, Rennie & Associates Certified Public Accountants have been helping businesses thrive right here in Westmoreland County and across the nation. From tax prep and accounting to expert management advisory services, Rennie & Associates delivers the experience and insight your business needs to flourish. Visit RennieAssociates.com. Rennie & Associates CPAs, with offices in Greensburg and Ligonier.
Some moments on the field go beyond the game. They shape who we become. At Home Team Collections, we honor those moments with the care and craftsmanship they deserve. Because these moments aren't just memories, they're a legacy worth preserving. Any team, any sport, any logo. Visit HomeTeamCollections.com today and save $10 off your first order.
We head to inning number 3. It is 4-2 Nakles. Sean Myers joined by Matt Palumbo, and he will now take over play-by-play duties for the next 3 innings.
Absolutely, Sean. We've seen what we thought might have been a pitcher's duel coming into this game has turned into anything but here. A 4-spot for the Nakles Sharks in the bottom half of the second have given them a 2-run lead. However, the top of the order for the Frontier Club Wagoneers will come to the plate here in the top half of the third with the bat of Aaron Chappell, the second baseman. First pitch high from Gasky.
And he throws hard, doesn't he?
He certainly does. That glove pops just about every pitch. 1-0 delivery. Smacked into right field. Snyder has it played well. No, he doesn't. It's over his head. Chappell rounds first base. Looking at his third base coach, Helfrich. Rounds second into third base with a stand-up lead-off triple for the top of the order. Aaron Chappell sets the table for the Frontier Club Wagoneers with Grady Ruffner coming to plate here.
And you could see Snyder just really upset about how that one played him, because I think if his first step is back and he continues on that path, he makes the catch, even though it was hit really well. He just let that ball get over his head, misjudged it, and the difference between 1 out, nobody on, and instead a runner at third base without an out, and the dangerous Grady Ruffner at the plate.
And that's a breaking ball for a strike there from Gasky. Gets away from Hegan, but he's able to corral it quickly. No moving up from Chappell.
And that makes sense with nobody out.
Certainly. Play on the safe side here, especially with your best hitter, Grady Ruffner, at the plate. Or arguably your best hitter. 1-1 delivery. Fouled back into the netting. Trickles down the first base line.
It was a pretty strong hack at it there by Ruffner. Again, his job, bring that runner home. Now, he would love to make it a big inning and get on base, but even if he just hits a fly ball to medium distance outfield, that should do the trick.
0-2 delivery is fouled back once again. Ruffner doing a good job of staying alive here.
And the middle infielders certainly would not come home. You would think if it's hit slow enough to the corner infielders, that still might score Chappell as well, but he'll just have to be able to make that judgment call.
Another 0-2. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Grady Ruffner does not like that call, but the first out is a massive one for Gasky on the mound here.
And frustrated, he tosses his bat after pounding it into the dirt. I think we have seen outside part of the plate called frequently enough that it's becoming a trend now for these players, and so they have to kind of go to school on what's being called.
Pitch bounces. Chappell on the move for the plate. Gasky covering home. Close play at the plate, but Gasky not able to corral the throw from Hegan. Chappell scores, makes this a 1-run ball game.
Well, Gasky got there in time, and it was really not a lot of room for Chappell to try to slide around the tag. I think he would have been out if Gasky could have hung on, but Gasky also was trying to catch that basically where Chappell was sliding, which makes it a little tougher, one, for concentration purposes, and two, just the fact that if there was any contact, that's likely going to jar it. And I think we're actually seeing Gasky now is a little shaken up, although he's holding his hand. I believe that's his glove hand that that he's hurting, or that he's holding right now, and that is hurting him. So I think that might have been exactly what happened, where he might have been on the receiving end of some contact on that slide.
Yeah, it seemed like he tried to reach around the leg of Aaron Chappell to try and corral that ball and sweep the tag back into him. Like you said, Sean, the ball was there in time. He did a good job of getting there and flipping it to Gasky, and Gasky also made his way to the plate in timely fashion. But just with the way Chappell slid in there strongly, it seemed like it just twisted the wrist of Gasky, but it seems like he's going to be okay, and he will continue on the mound here. 1-0 count to Rennie. Gasky delivers. Ball low in the dirt. Good pick out there by Hegan. 2-0 to the dangerous Tommy Rennie in the 3 spot. 48 pitches for Aaron Gasky on the mound so far. That is up and away. 3-0 count to Tommy Rennie. See if he has the green light here. Would imagine he's probably laying off this pitch, but with a dangerous hitter like Rennie, you never know. 3-0 delivery has popped up to the left side. Great catch by the third baseman. Able to track that ball down. Alex Grohall deep into foul territory and make that catch.
Well, that's maybe an example of why you don't swing 3-0. The other thing is the pitch count's so important. And I think, obviously, Rennie can do damage, but if you guarantee that you're going to see at least one more pitch and maybe more, it just is going to elevate that pitch count even more. And if you can get Gasky out of this game sooner rather than later, it's going to help your odds if you're Frontier Club.
Certainly. 0-1 pitch. Lined out to right field. It's going to be foul ball. Donahue just seemed late on that pitch there.
Now, where do you park when you arrive here? I know you parked across the street last week, but typically when you're not across the street, where do you park?
Typically, if I have my choice, I go behind the concession stand.
Okay.
I think
that's where I'm at.
But due to the fact there's mostly right-handed hitters, you're not going to see a ton of foul balls in that direction. Also, you'd have to really get a hold of one to get one out that far.
To clear the roof of it, yeah.
0-2 pitch is called strike 3. Aaron Gasky allows 1 run via Aaron Chappell on the wild pitch, but gets out of there relatively unscathed. We go to the bottom half of the third right here on Westmoreland Sports Network.
Are you confused by Social Security? You're not alone. And that's where Amber Bazela Social Security Services and Consulting comes in. Located in Ligonier, PA, Amber helps you navigate Social Security from A to Z. Retirement, disability, Medicare, spousal benefits, and more. With personalized guidance and years of experience, Amber makes sure you get the benefits you deserve. Call 724-331-2556 to make an appointment today.
At Elliott Community Federal Credit Union, we're here to make your financial journey easier and more rewarding. With open membership to all that live, work, worship, or study in Westmoreland County, everyone can take advantage of our competitive loan rates, whether you're doing home improvements, buying a car, or making a personal purchase. Plus, enjoy free checking and online banking with remote deposits so you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Elliott Community Federal Credit Union. Make our house your financial home.
And we are back live here at Rosa Aglietti Park for the second week of the Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League playoffs. Thank you for joining us here on Westmoreland Sports Network. I'm Matt Palumbo, joined by Sean Myers. Tommy Rennie still on the mound for the Frontier Club Wagoneers. Has done a good job on the mound, but has also let up a 4 spot in this previous inning. So interesting to see how he bounces back here against the 3-4-5 batters of the Nakles Sharks.
Yeah, the 4 runs on just 2 hits that inning. So a walk, an error, another walk, those were the 3 runners who scored. So if you're Rennie, I think you can look at that and say all of that could have been avoided. Now, you can't just, hold an error against your teammates forever. You have to do your part as well. But I do think it's something that he probably thinks he can clean up himself, and maybe that 4 spot maybe should have been at most 1 run.
Breaking ball just doesn't catch the outside part of the plate. 1-1. on Austin Slazak, the shortstop.
Tough part of the order here, 3, 4, 5.
Ball low. Donahue not able to squeeze that. Trickles back to the backstop. 2-1 count on Slazak.
It's turned out to be a really nice night, and it's not as unbearably hot as some of the previous days here.
Swing and a miss for Slazak. Good velocity on that pitch, and also great location on the outside part of the plate. And low. 2-2 count for Slazak. Nobody out. Swinging strike 3. Tommy Rennie not afraid to pump the cheddar there, as they say. Out number 1 via the strikeout.
Well, we have 7 runs combined, and yet both pitchers are racking up the strikeouts. So they've gotten the whiffs. Nearly twice as many runs as hits, though. So guys are getting on base without necessarily smacking the ball over the yard.
That pitch is struck well to right center field. It's going to get down in the gap. Calabrese rounding first. Siphons throw into Chappell on the cutoff man. To Ruffner, and he's out at second base. What a relay from the Frontier Club Wagoneers. Great job by Siphon getting the ball in quickly. Chappell recognizes he still has a play at second base, fires it in there. Perfect throw to Grady Ruffner, applies the tag, and Calabrese is out at second base. What a turn of events there, Sean.
So an awkward way for Calabrese to get into the bag, and we saw even if he had been safe, he ended up tumbling off of the bag and probably would have been tagged out in that scenario. So I think if he has his decision made to slide, has a real chance to beat it out. But that was the end result. I think where his downfall was is he had a really wide and unbalanced turn of first base.
First pitch swung on shallow center field. Siphon coming in, not able to make the catch. Stops just short of the ball. 2-out single for Cooper Hegan.
And now you see that's pretty significant that they got that out there, because you're looking at almost assuredly runners at the corners and 1 out. Had Calabrese been able to get to second. But yeah, he took a very wide turn, and it looked like he was pretty close to losing his footing in the process, and that just slowed him down enough that they're able to get him by a split second.
Ball gets away from Donahue. Cooper Hegan will move up 90 feet, 1-0 count.
Well, pitchers at every level now, if you can throw hard, that's a major asset. But it seems at times Rennie's throwing just too hard, because that one was not particularly close.
1-0 delivery, hit out into center field once again. Siphon tracking back on it, not going to get it, over his head. That ball one-hops the wall, and Hayden Henry will coast into second base with a stand-up double, and Cooper Hegan will score easily. It is now 5-3 Nakles Sharks here in the bottom half of the third inning.
Well, the ball comes in hard. That means if you put a good swing on it, it's going to go off the bat hard and with some great exit velo, and that's exactly what Henry was able to do there. Siphon started backpedaling, but even if he was sprinting back, I think that was clearing his head no matter what. It was hit so well.
First pitch to Patika, fouled back. 0-1 count. Yeah, certainly, though, great wood there from Hayden Henry. I don't think even if Siphon was tracking that ball the whole way, sprinting backwards, that ball one-hopped the wall. It's a great piece of hitting. 0-1 pitch is up and in. Brings the count to 1-1. 69 pitches already for Tommy Rennie.
That's a lot.
Certainly is.
Probably best case scenario, maybe he works into the fifth.
A pitch runs inside on Patika. 2-1 count. 70th pitch of the ball game.
Now, you're the pitch count guy. If he gets to 86, he would not be available on Friday, or he still would be available?
He would not be available. He would require 4 days of rest.
So 85 would probably be the ideal cutoff, but
yeah, assuming 85 would be the maximum. That ball is low. 3-1 count on Aiden Patika.
I talked about this with Roger, though. Even if a player is eligible to pitch, that's still, you have to know that they're physically able to.
Correct. That's ball 4 to Patika. Once again, working the pitch count. Brings Aaron Gasky to the plate. Here with 2 outs and 2 on.
Aaron Gasky.
So who knows? Maybe Rennie's the guy that if he throws 85, even if he's eligible to throw Friday, is his arm going to be able to bounce back and give length in a scenario like that? That's something that managers also have to weigh.
Yeah, it's never a guarantee, especially with because at this age, everyone develops differently and everyone heals differently. 1-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Gasky doesn't like it, but it still counts. 1-1. Rennie sets, delivers to the plate. Fouled off down the third base line. Coach Matt Ruffner made a great effort and scooped that ball up. 1-2 count here on Aaron Gasky. Rennie sets, delivers to the plate. Strikes 3, swinging. Able to get out of a bit of a jam with only 1 run allowed there via the double over the head of Nick Siphon by Hayden Henry. We go to the top half of the 4th inning right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Alzheimer's disease, believe it or not, kills more people than breast cancer and prostate cancer combined. Up until recently, healthcare options to treat Alzheimer's disease were quite limited. We had oral medications, but they were not known to change the underlying trajectory of the disease. Recently, new medications have been released. These medications are infusions that have actually been shown in studies to change the course of the disease itself. We are honored to be the first in our region to provide these medications to our patients. My uncle suffers from Alzheimer's. I have seen the tragedy of this disease, and I have seen its effect on my entire family. At Independence Health System, we are offering our patients and their families the latest in diagnostic techniques, the latest in drug therapies, and most importantly, we are offering them hope in the fight against Alzheimer's disease.
And we are back here live at Rosa Uglity Park for the top half of the 4th inning between the number 3 seeded Frontier Club Wagoneers and the number 2 seeded Naples Sharks. Aaron Gasky on the mound for the Nakles Sharks. Has done a good job so far, only given up 3 runs by the Frontier Club Wagoneers so far, but he has been touched up a little bit here and there. Only given up 2 hits to the Frontier Club Wagoneers.
So the best part of you doing play-by-play for these innings is that I can place orders while you're talking now.
Yeah, absolutely. The Teener League concession stand treats us very well. I don't get this type of special treatment whenever Westmoreland Sports isn't here. So, well, I'll take it either way, but yeah, you can place your orders and get what you want. 0-0 delivery. Breaking ball, low and in.
By the way, I said it was much more pleasant weather. I think that is somewhat true, but also we have a fan blowing on us now. That's probably why it feels about 10 degrees colder in here than normal.
Definitely doesn't hurt. That pitch had some crazy velocity on it. You can hear the glove pop there. Siphon swings through it for a 1-1 count. 55 pitches so far for Aaron Gasky. 1-1 delivery. That's up and out. 2-1 count.
I would love to know the velocity of both these guys. I would imagine have to be 2 of the harder throwers in this league.
Certainly, without a doubt. I mean, I've got to guess that Gasky's touching at least 80. Pitch seemed to be inside, but called for a strike 2. Evens this count at 2-2 to the number 5 batter, Nick Siphon.
Sometimes when the catcher doesn't catch it cleanly, it works against the pitcher. I'm glad it did not there.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hegan hangs on for the first out of the inning. Strikes out Nick Siphon swinging. Will bring up the extra hitter, number 22, Ty Jakopenik.
That is the 8th strikeout registered by Gasky.
Now batting the extra hitter, number 22, Ty Jakopenik.
Yeah, he certainly had no shortage of punch-outs so far.
That's a lot of strikeouts, considering that he's been pretty efficient with the pitch count. I mean, we're in the 4th inning. 58's probably more than he liked, but it's still manageable.
0-0 delivery. Strike once again pops out of the glove of Hegan.
Yeah, he's throwing so hard that his catcher's having a hard time with it right now. Might have to reinforce that catcher's mitt.
I'm sure it is difficult. It's probably worn quite the pocket in Hegan's catcher's mitt.
Do you ever catch?
I did once in Little League. It was like the 12-year-old game.
Yeah, I literally caught 1 inning of my life, and that was enough for me.
0-1 delivery. Breaking ball that just doesn't quite break onto the inside part of the plate.
Also, did you have like team catcher's equipment that everyone wore? Because that stuff is, it was probably very disgusting.
I'm sure it was, yeah. 1-1 pitch is fouled back. Yokopenik a bit late, but able to foul that ball off. 1-2 count.
Not to get too graphic, but it's been a long time ago for me. I would imagine there was like a team cup that the catcher had to use as well, right? Because you have to if you're a catcher.
Yeah.
And I don't think I had my own.
I definitely didn't. That pitch is fouled off of the mask of Cooper Hegan. Seems to be okay, although he doesn't know quite where the ball is. Grady Ruffner throws it back into Gasky.
I will also note this, though. I didn't even at any time in my life have my own batting helmet. So we had, and I don't think a lot of guys did. Some of the better players did.
That ball's inside.
So if guys were playing, if they were, like travel ball guys and stuff like that, but most of the guys who just played for like the club team, it was just like each team had like 3 or 4 team helmets.
That ball's laced into center field. Motnansky able to track it down. Nice play. Got a great jump off the bat there of Yokopenik, who hit that ball really well, was tailing away from Motnansky, but is able to track it down for the second out of the inning.
That's a really nice catch, and that's tough for Yokopenik. You can't get frustrated because you did your job. It was just a better play defensively. If that one's not caught, and I don't know that a ton of guys in this league would make that catch, it's extra bases for sure, maybe even 3 if it gets past Motnansky there.
That ball's inside. 1-0 count on Dane Martz, the third baseman. Batting in the 7th spot. Delivery from Gasky. That ball's low. 2-0 count. He not able to hold on to that one either. But yeah, certainly Gasky has improved his efficiency after that first inning. 2-0 pitch. That's low as well. 3-0. Dane Martz at the plate. Delivery from Gasky. Right down the middle. 3-1.
And I love that he basically soft tossed that one.
Yeah.
You don't need to throw. You know the guy's not swinging.
Yeah, certainly took something off of that pitch. And that pitch is low. Base on balls for Dane Martz, the number 7 hitter. Not what Gasky wanted after that quick and efficient start. Brings up the first baseman, Will Showalter.
That is his first walk since the second batter of the game, however. Remember, he walked the first 2 batters. They both scored. Since then, he has been able to throw strikes.
And we'll see if that trend continues of batters that are walked scoring. First pitch to Showalter is a strike on the inside part of the plate. Velocity was back on that one, certainly.
O'Neill Cruz hit a home run 513 feet in the home run derby a few minutes ago.
That is incredibly far. But that would be like on the other side of the river in Pittsburgh. Not really, but
it would almost clear if you duplicated this field and put it back to back. 600 feet would clear the left or right field fence.
It's incredible. Swing and a miss there from Showalter. 1-2 count.
So he almost would have hit it out of 2 Teener League fields.
That's pretty impressive. Gasky, 1-2 count here on Will Showalter. Sets, delivers. That's low. Skips on Hegan, able to corral it. Keep Martz at bay at first base there.
I have no idea how he did corral that one. He got it all with his glove, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he just deadened it with his chest.
Yeah, he made a great pick on that play. Didn't catch it cleanly per se, but kept it in front of him. Ball batted between the third base and shortstop. Grohol not able to make that play. It's going to go down as a base hit for Will Showalter from the bottom of the order. Just a third hit for the Wagoneers so far. Gasky kicks the mound there, shows
now
a little bit of frustration.
Number 33, Brady
Letting 2 batters from the bottom of the order on. Maybe a little too out lightning here.
And what it does is it also runs up his pitch count. So I mentioned he was in okay shape. Well, now he'll be lucky to get under 80 before this inning's over.
It's a strike on the lower half of the zone there to Brady Matarko. But yeah, certainly already up to 75 pitches, and it's definitely going to wreak havoc. I'm sure this will probably be the last inning for Gasky on the mound. 0-1 pitch is low, brings the count to 1-1 on Matarko.
Again, you're probably thinking 85 is the magic number, but the reality is the benefit of winning this game is so massive, maybe it's worth risking a guy having one less day of eligibility.
Post batted to Slazak at shortstop. Dodges the runner. Throw to first base. Calabrese picks it out of the ground. Great play by Vinny Calabrese. And gets the Nakles Sharks out of a jam with no runs allowed here in the top half of the fourth. We go to the bottom half of the fourth here at Rosa Agliotti Park. Score is Nakles Sharks 5, Frontier Club Wagoneer.
For the kids in our community, he felt athletics were a vital tool in raising healthy, happy kids. The Mike Reese Memorial Fund offers grants to local youth athletic organizations so that every kid has a chance to play. Funding is available for new equipment, registration fee offset, facility improvements, and more. Visit MikeReeseMemorialFund.com to apply.
Get to Mike Hamlin Hyundai for Memorial Day savings all month long. Drive the new 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe SC or Tucson SC, both available with financing as low as 2.99%. All vehicles are backed by the Mike Hamlin Advantage oil changes for life.
And we're back here live at Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League with the Nakles Sharks leading the Frontier Club Wagoneers by a score of 5-3. Tommy Rennie on the mound has 76 pitches so far, and they send him out for the bottom half of the fourth inning. Little surprised by that, Sean?
I think, again, you look at the difference between 76 and 85 is nothing in terms of the actual days of rest. So if this is your best pitcher, take him to 85. The plan is then you could then bring him back to pitch Friday. If you win, you know you won't be playing until Friday. If you go to the pen a little bit earlier than you have to, and that next pitcher just doesn't have it tonight, this game could get away from you. So I think it makes sense. Now, if they use him beyond 85, that would be surprising to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And what also could factor into the decision is the fact that the number 9 hitter, Alex Grohall, at the plate. Rennie's delivery is bat into shallow center field. Grady Ruffner has a beat on it, and he catches that ball for the first out. That's huge for the pitch count there, a 1-pitch out. Only 77 here for Rennie.
And if you see that and you're Duragon, you're not swinging at the first pitch here because you don't want to make it any easier on Rennie to potentially get another full inning under his belt, maybe even more. You have to force him probably to throw at least 2, if not 3 pitches in this AB minimum.
Duragon lays off that pitch low for ball 1.
And I'm taking this one if I'm him as well.
Absolutely would not be surprised if he keeps the bat on the shoulder here. The pitch swung on from Duragon. Swings through it there for the first strike of the at-bat. 1-1 count.
It was a good swing.
Yeah, it was a good swing. Just didn't quite connect with it. 1-1 delivery from Rennie. Batted out to right field, but that'll be well foul. 1-2 count on Duragon. Time called at the plate.
Did something happen there with Donahue on a backswing maybe?
It might have. It obviously wasn't catcher's interference, or else Duragon would be at first base. But yeah, maybe just a little bit of collision. Seems like Duragon's shaking out his right hand. Maybe just a little bit of a sting there, but yeah, not quite sure what happened. 1-2 delivery from Rennie. Swung on and missed. Duragon goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning. Rennie making quick work of the bottom of the lineup so far, but brings up the number 1 hitter, Noah Mutnansky. Singled his last time and stole second, but was stranded at second base in the second inning. See if he can reverse his fortunes here. Delivery. Low and outside for ball 1. 82nd pitch for Tommy Rennie. We'll see if they stay true to that 85 threshold or not. Fouled off to the right side, was late on that ball. Off the netting, back into the field of play.
And again, it's a difference of being available Friday or being available Saturday.
1-1 pitch from Rennie. Runs inside on Mutnansky, 2-1 count.
And this is, if that is the case, going to be his final pitch here.
Low and away. No movement from the Frontier Club coaching staff, so it looks like they're going to let him run to 100 and take their chances here. Try to get this final out of the inning and live to fight another day here. 3-1 pitch. And it's a strike 2. Monansky doesn't agree. Takes 2 steps to first base. But he's going to have to trot right back into that batter's box for this payoff pitch.
Well, if that's the case with Rennie, he's got to make the most of his final 15 pitches here.
Here it is. The payoff is outside for ball 4. The speedy Monansky once again occupies first base here. See if he sets the wheels in motion here with 2 outs, and Tommy Snyder coming up to bat.
5th walk that Rennie has issued.
Yeah, Rennie certainly struggled with his command a bit here and there. That's why his pitch count has run up to this point now. Culmination of some sloppy defense at times and some walks have allowed this pitch count to run up. Snyder on the ground to left, or on the ground to third base, excuse me. Martz comes up with it. Close play at first base, but he is out. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Tommy Rennie and the Frontier Club Wagoneers. We go to the top half of the 5th with the score remaining. Naples Sharks 5, Frontier Club Wagoneers 3, right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
The Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League was founded in 1968 and features players from 13 to 15 years old. The league has no geographic boundaries, which allows players from many different areas and school districts to participate. For complete standings, team rosters, photos, news, and league sponsors, visit the Latrobe-Derry Teener League online at www.ldatl.com. That's ldatl.com. You can also follow Teener League updates on Facebook. Good luck to the teams, players, coaches, and everyone that makes the Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League one of the top leagues in the state.
At Smale Kia, we know that winning takes hard work, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. By sponsoring Shining Stars, we'll select 2 teams each season to help fund their booster programs. Rewarding their hard work, athletic progress, and community service is an investment we're proud to make. Congrats to our previous Shining Star winners, and good luck. Get super low lease payments or thousands off the top when you buy. This week at Smale Kia, Route 30 East Greensburg, or smalekia.com.
And we are back here live for the top half of the 5th inning here at Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League. Austin Slazak on the mound, Aaron Gasky on the mound for the Nakles Sharks. Going into his 5th inning of work, how do you think they'll manage his pitch count? You think they'll
well, I'm 0 for 1 so far. I'm 0 for 1. They're the team in the lead, so I think it really, in their instance, assuming that he still has a lead 7 or 8 pitches from now, I think they are going to be looking at 85 as the number. But I don't know. It makes sense if you think that those extra 15 pitches can really help you win this game.
That pitch is low. 1-0 count on the number 10 hitter, left fielder, Cale Ruffner.
I think if I have confidence in my relievers behind Gasky, because you know at this point Gasky's not going to finish this game off. It's just not going to happen. So you're going to have to go to the bullpen. To me, I'd rather get their 15 pitches earlier and know that I could throw him Friday, unless, for instance, maybe he's not going to be available Friday because he has a commitment. Then that could, you know what I mean? Maybe he's going on vacation.
Absolutely. Yeah, we don't know all the ins and outs of the schedule for each of these players, so that definitely comes into play here. But 1-2 count here on Cale Ruffner. The delivery from Gasky. Good job fouling that off by Cale Ruffner, staying alive here in the at-bat. Count remains 1-2, but up to 81 on the pitch count.
And that's big when your number 10 hitter can force at least 5 pitches.
It is massive. 1-2 delivery. Line to the right side, but that will be foul. Karam is back into the field of play.
Do you think Flick is still here?
I don't. I haven't seen him since like the beginning of this game. So
he's in and out. Never really know. Maybe he's down helping Tom in the kitchen.
He could be. He's a jack of all trades, certainly. 1-2 pitch. That's low on Ruffner. Able to lay off in the dirt there.
This is becoming a really outstanding at bat, even if Ruffner doesn't get on base, which obviously that would be big if he did. But the pitch count, this is number 84 now.
He's certainly done a great job of forcing the issue here for the Nakles coaching staff. 2-2. Fouled back. Another great instance of Cale Ruffner just staying alive, a la the Bee Gees.
This is top-notch.
Certainly. From the number 10 hitter especially. The 2-2 pitch. And that's low. The 85th pitch. Decision time here for the Naples Sharks coaching staff. And I do not see any movement.
They're thinking about it, but he's going to throw it.
The payoff, and it's high. So that certainly doesn't benefit the Nakles Sharks there. You almost have to let him go to 100 now, or else that was a waste of the pitch.
Let me ask you this. There's no reverting back to the number the at-bat began at, is there?
Not that I'm aware of. I think it's, in our official rule book here, we have 86 to 99 is 4 days rest.
They took the ball from him, and I'm wondering maybe if there's a slight discrepancy here. Because if they allowed one extra pitch to take a day away from him, and there's going to be a pinch runner here. By the way, how about Ruffner? I mean, that's a massive story in itself.
That was a fantastic at-bat from Cale there. And Matt Tulomac will be pinch running for Cale Ruffner at first base. So maybe like what they have with Tulomac's speed and base running ability, I should say.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get clarification maybe at some point. I just don't understand if they let him get to 86 and that stands and you get one more day of required rest, why leave him in for that final pitch if you're going to take him out at 86?
Yeah, it certainly doesn't make much sense there. Sort of.
I'm wondering if they had, because each team keeps their own pitch count, right?
Normally, yes.
So I'm wondering if they had a number that was slightly less.
Yeah, they didn't trust Michael's official count on the scoreboard here.
Well, that's what I don't know the procedure of.
Now pitching for
is
Naples,
it
number 12, Austin
whoever's
Slazak.
up here? Is that the official number, or do they go with the team's official number?
So we just got confirmation from St. Joe's manager and certified ball knower Ray LeVay. He said there is no revert back. So as far as
the only thing I could speculate is they had a different number that they were.
They very well could, but I mean, as far as I know, Michael's number is final. So we'll see how that works out in the later rounds here. But Austin Slazak on the mound here. Another great pitcher here for the Nakles Sharks. So let's see if he can clean up this mess here for the Sharks and get them out of this inning here. Top half of the fifth, Nakles Sharks up 5-3 over the Frontier Club Wagoneers. Aaron Chappell, the number 1 hitter for the Wagoneers, stepping up to the plate to face the newly minted pitcher Austin Slazak. His delivery is outside. Hegan takes a check on the pinch runner Tulomac. He was giving him a little bit of a feint there. And I just got confirmation again that scoreboard / official scorekeeper is the official count. So 86 pitches will be the final count for Gasky.
Very curious.
Certainly. 2-0 count on Aaron Chappell. Checks on the runner at first, delivered it to the plate, and it's a strike on the inside corner.
So Slezak came in from short. Did he and Gasky just swap?
Yes, correct. They just switched. Slezak checks on Tulomac at first. The stretch, the delivery. Fouled back to the right side. Just a bit late on that was Chappell. Slezak also bringing the heat on the mound. Not much of a velocity drop here from Gasky to Slezak, which is quite impressive considering how fast Gasky was firing that ball in there. The 2-2. Slezak steps off, doesn't like the sign there from Hegan. Back on the rubber. Shakes his head yes. Throw to first. Tulomac back safely. Smart play to check up on the runner there, especially with the pinch runner.
Yeah, you bring a pinch runner in this scenario, I almost expect that he's going to be on the move at some point.
The 2-2. Low and away. Good job by Hegan, keeping that ball in front of him, not allowing Tulomac to move up on his accord. Full count here on Aaron Chappell. The payoff pitch. Swung on, line to the right side, but that will be well foul. Chappell will live to see another pitch here. Full count, nobody out. Wagoneers down by 2, looking to rally to get themselves back in this ball game. 3-2. Swung on. Grounded hard to shortstop. Gasky takes it himself to second, throws to first, and that throw is wide of Calabrese. I believe that ball trickled underneath the fence, so Chappell will be awarded second base. Now, that wouldn't normally be an error because you can't assume a double play.
Yep.
However, since the ball trickled away and went under the fence and Chappell's able to move up, that will be an error on Gasky on the throwing error.
Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Grady Ruffner.
As you heard our PA announcer, who does a wonderful job, Michael Vito. Thanks, Michael. Grady Ruffner stepping up to the plate. And Hegan goes out to the mound to discuss with Slezak here. 1 out in the inning. Top half of the 5th here.
By the way, I always wondered, so Gasky threw 86 pitches. He moves to shortstop, had to try to really fire one across. I'm guessing he's got some arm fatigue now. You wonder, does that factor in that miscue on the throw?
It certainly could be a factor. That pitch is on the right side of the plate for a strike. Ruffner down 0-1. Slezak with the stretch. Second baseman and shortstop alternating. Tulomak takes his lead. Delivery to the plate is a ball. 1-1 count on Grady Ruffner.
You know, tonight's home run derby night. Did you, in your storied Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League career, ever leave the yard?
I certainly did not. I'm not sure that I even hit a double in my storied career, to be honest with you. Mostly a singles hitter, and that's even being generous. It's a breaking ball off the outside part of the plate. 2-1 on Grady Ruffner. Yeah, I mean, I
0 career homers ever at any level?
That's very safe to say. Yeah, I don't think I ever came close.
I hit 1 in my entire life. It was opposite field, oddly enough.
Wow.
And it was a game, but it was more like a preseason game. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we were playing. It was legitimate. I was facing a real pitcher and all that, but it wasn't like a regular season meaningful game.
That ball is fouled back behind the backstop here. Will be a full count here on Grady Ruffner.
If you're wondering, field 6 down the right field line at the Plumboro Fields.
I was.
They actually have 8 fields there. It's a lot. I don't know that many places have that many fields altogether.
No. Full count delivery is fouled back once again by Grady Ruffner, doing a good job staying alive here. Slezak with an interesting delivery to the plate there, seemed to pause in the middle of his windup. And still yet delivered it to home plate, 13 pitches already for Slezak. Frontier Club has done a great job of working these counts. Couple full counts already for Slezak. The stretch, the delivery. Smashed into left field. Duragon has a beat on it, and he makes the catch. Chappell moving up to third base. Oh, the ball gets away from Grohall. And that will score Chappell. An unfortunate situation there as the ball seemed like they might have had a chance. Duragon made a great throw from left field into Grohall at third. Grohall wasn't able to corral it. Goes into the Frontier Club dugout, and that will score Aaron Chappell. Makes this a one-run game yet again. 5-4 Sharks.
Chappell advancing 2 bases on 2 separate throwing errors. And I'll say this. I thought that was a homer off the bat. And it seemingly just didn't carry as well as I thought. But Chappell moving up, forcing a throw, and the throw got away. I didn't think it was a terrible throw, but it did elude Grohall. And then I think technically it did go out of bounds, but even if it didn't, it got far enough away that Chappell was going to score no matter what.
That pitch is low on Rennie. 1-0. The delivery. That sails up and out. 2-0 count. Tommy Rennie has struck out looking and pop up to third base so far this evening. Number 3 batter for the Wagoneers. That pitch is also low. Bring up a 3-0 count for Rennie. Although he did swing on a 3-0 pitch his last at bat, so you can assume he has the green light once again if he likes what he sees. 3-0 pitch. That's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Brings it back to 3-1 for Slezak. Top of the 5th here at Rose-Ogilvie Park. The 3-1. That's popped up high on the infield. Hegan tracking it over near the Frontier Club dugout and doesn't quite have a beat on it. Sort of spun back towards the field. Hegan not able to make the play.
Yeah, that was... I'm not surprised that it fell because that's not an easy play, but he missed it by like 5 feet.
Yeah,
I think he just completely lost track of it.
Yeah, really was nowhere near that. Did not seem to quite know where that ball was going to land. Slezak shakes off Hegan, the delivery, and that's inside for ball 4. Rennie is awarded a base on balls. Trots down to first base. Gives Frontier Club another opportunity to come back in this game. The tying run on first base now for Frontier Club. Connor Donahue steps up.
Now batting the catcher, number 23, Connor Donahue.
Well, he's due. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Certainly. Like you mentioned, Sean, he's batting over 500 clip on the year, so he's definitely due for a hit here. There's the pitch, popped way up on the infield once again. It's going to be in foul territory, and it will go, ooh, no, it's in play. Hegan once again just did not see that ball.
I wonder, with the issues he had on the previous one, if he was just going to defer to whichever fielder had a chance to get there. Unfortunately, based on where it landed, no one really had a chance other than him.
Yeah, he was the only one with a real shot. Seemed like he didn't even see that for a second there. Grohall seemed to have a beat on it, but just couldn't quite get there in time, really. See if that comes back to bite the Nakles Sharks here. 0-1 pitch. Up and out. Rennie on the move. And a great throw by Hegan, and he's out at second base. Great tag by Gasky. Hoses Tommy Rennie at second base. We're through 4.5 here with the score. Nakles Sharks 5. Frontier Club Wagoneers 4. It's time for the 5th inning stretch. Presented by Independence Health System. Expert care here. Right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. We'll be right back.
It's prime time for prime rib at D'Annunzio's every Friday and Saturday night. Get yourself a 12-ounce queen cut for $26 or a 16-ounce king cut for $29. The prime rib is seasoned, slow roasted, served with au jus and horseradish, vegetables, and a choice of pasta or potato, and comes with super salad too. Remember, D'Annunzio's prime rib special every Friday and Saturday after 4 at all 3 of our restaurant locations.
D-Bat Pittsburgh East, the area's premier baseball and softball training academy, is now open in Westmoreland County. Our 20,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility features dual fungo man pitching machines, hit tracks enabled cages, and professional bullpens. With private baseball and softball instruction, we're here to help you dominate the diamond. And don't forget to stop into our pro shop, powered by Rawlings and Easton, for the latest gear. D-Bat Pittsburgh East, now open in export. Visit dbatpiteast.com.
We're through 4.5 here at Rose-Ogilvie Park with the score, Nakles Sharks 5, Frontier Club 4. Heading into the bottom half of the 5th, the Nakles Sharks have a chance to build on their lead with their 3-4-5 batters facing Tommy Rennie with 88 pitches on the board. So clearly he's going to go 299 and see if he can get a couple batters out in the process.
It's always important to throw strikes, but when you know you're down to your final 11 or so throws, you have to attack.
It becomes paramount to attack the strike zone.
That said, you're going against guys that can make you pay if you groove one.
Exactly, Sean. That's a great point. Facing 3-4-5, obviously you want to try and be efficient and get a couple outs and help your team out here, but you can't groove a fastball to Slezak. Even though he hasn't had a ton of success at the plate today, still a dangerous bat and can turn one around in a second here.
Leading off for the Sharks, the pitcher, number 12, Austin Slazak.
Beautiful night here at Rose Ogletti Park. Under the lights here. The delivery from Rennie. That's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Good start to the inning.
It's going to be hard to hit Rennie if he gets that call. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it was a bit outside, but
he'll take it.
I'll take it. 0-1 is up and out. 1-1 count on Slazak. Looking to drive one. 1-1. The pitch. It's on the outside part of the plate once again. 1-2 count. Slazak has not taken the bat off his shoulder yet. See if that changes here. Did go down swinging previously. Fouls that one off. Keeps himself alive here. Brings Rennie up to 92 on the pitch count.
We've seen so many hitters just extend ABs by fouling off pitches. And that was not happening as much early in the game.
The 1-2. Breaking ball up in the zone. Slazak does a good job of fighting that pitch off once again.
Both starting pitchers early were really racking up the punch-outs, but as they started to get deeper into the game and fatigued a little bit, didn't quite have the same ability to put away the opposition, at least via the strikeout.
Here's the 1-2. It's up and out. 2-2. Up to 94 for Tommy Rennie. Could be his final batter depending on how these next few pitches go. The 2-2. And that is strike 3 on the lower half of the zone. Slazak doesn't like it, but he's rung up nonetheless. His second strikeout of the night.
And that's 8 by my count for Rennie.
Now batting the first baseman, number 15, Vinny Calabrese.
Calabrese looking to drive something here. Rennie looking to get an out in his final 4 pitches here. Let's see if Calabrese might take this pitch here. The 0-0 delivery, and it doesn't really matter. That was way outside in the right-handed or the left-handed batter's box, excuse me. 1-0. Calabrese with a couple home runs on the year. Already got a hold of one this evening. And that's outside. 2-0. Down to his final 2 pitches is Tommy Rennie. The 2-0 delivery is a strike on the outer half of the plate. 2-1. The final pitch of the game for Tommy Rennie is a ball on the inside part of the plate. Time is called. Manager Cody Helfrich out to the mound. And it's inevitable. You have to change him. Dead stop at 99 now. Used to be able to finish, like you would be able to finish this at bat with over 100 pitches, but that rule has changed within the past couple years. Mostly just protect these arms, these young arms especially.
Now, they made the decision when he got to 85 to keep going. And so he got the 14 more pitches that followed, and now they make the change. I wonder, would they do it over again? He got a big out of Slezak here. He got Snyder to end last inning, and his team's down with just 1 run. So the game is up for grabs. If the game had been lopsided, either way, whether you're winning big or losing big, I think both teams maybe approach it differently, but there's a lot of strategy that goes in, much more than the regular season, right? Because the regular season, obviously, you want to win games, but you don't have to necessarily plan ahead as much. Even if you have a busy week, you have to make sure you have available arms, but I don't think it's a win-at-all-costs type of scenario. Now, this also is a winner's bracket game, so these teams understand they can lose a game and still be okay. You don't maybe want to expend too many pitchers, though, because the loser has to play Wednesday. So you have all these ideas of what you want to do maybe heading into the game, and then you have to adjust based on situationally as the game's unfolding.
That certainly adds to the amount of decisions that managers have to make. Like you mentioned, Sean, in a regular season game might not be as urgent of a decision, but you don't just want to throw anybody out there in a playoff game. So you have to keep that in mind. Grady Ruffner on the mound here for the Frontier Club Buccaneers. And his first pitch is a ball. But since there was a 3-1 count, Calabrese will trot down to first base with a walk.
Chappell is the new shortstop. So there's other defensive players moving. And by the way, that is a walk charged to Rennie.
Because he pitched the majority of that bat. Gets credit for that walk, unfortunately for him. Cooper Hegan at the plate. The 0-0 pitch, is a strike on the outer half of the plate.
Rennie's at second, so I'm guessing those are the only changes then.
I believe so. The stretch from Ruffner. Long delay causes Hegan to become a little bit uncomfortable in call time. Umpire JT Rosa grants him time. Ball's back in play. The stretch from Ruffner. The delivery. Bounced backwards to the backstop. Be a foul ball. 0-2 count on Cooper Hegan. Ruffner looks over at Calabrese at first. The delivery, breaking ball, smash into left, and the catch is made. It'll be the second out of the inning. It was a well-hit ball, but the left fielder, Kel Ruffner, able to make a good play on that ball, charge it, and
now batting the extra hitter,
catch that line drive easy.
Hayden Henry.
The baseball's frustrating sometimes. You hit it really well and you get nothing to show for it, and then you can maybe hit it off the end of the bat or hit it 10 feet total and be rewarded with a base.
It certainly is a game of good and equally bad fortune at times. Breaking ball, check swing.
He offered, says home plate umpire.
Yep, didn't even give Tony DeMary the chance to ring him up there. 0-1. Ruffner checks on Calabrese. The stretch and the pitch. That's up and out. Off the glove of Donahue. Calabrese, not the most fleet of foot, staying put there at first base. Good job of Donahue by corralling that ball there, keeping Calabrese in check. Hayden Henry looking to provide some insurance runs here in the bottom half of the fifth for the Sharks. The 1-1. Fouled back. Just narrowly missed JT Rosa behind the plate.
Big swing there by Henry.
Certainly.
Had a double last time up, trying to get another extra base hit.
Trying to use that velocity of Grady Ruffner to his advantage once again, as he did with Rennie in his previous at-bat. The 1-2 is just off the outer half of the plate. Ruffner a bit frustrated. Wanted that call there to ring up. Hayden Henry doesn't get it. The 2-2. Ooh. Drills Henry directly in the back, right on the nameplate.
That's going to leave a mark.
It certainly is. That was a fastball that just ran inside.
Now the second baseman, number 27.
It seemed like Henry tried to get out of the way of that one. Ducked sort of out of it towards the plate, but still caught him right in the numbers. That one's definitely going to leave a mark, like you said, Sean. Brings Patika up to the plate. First pitch is on the lower half of her strike.
I will say it hurts getting hit anywhere, but the back he got a little bit more muscle and meat there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a sensitive spot. The 0-1 is swung on and missed by Patika. 0-2 count for Grady Ruffner. Looking to get out of this inning unscathed. Keep this one-run deficit intact for the Wagoneers. The 0-2 is swung on and missed once again. Grady Ruffner shuts down the Nakles Sharks with a strikeout of Aiden Patika. We go to the top half of the sixth with the score remaining. Nakles Sharks 5, Frontier Club Wagoneers 6, right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
The Collision Shop by Jason Mignone is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered on both passenger and heavy-duty vehicle repairs, including scratches, scrapes, and dents, free estimates, body repairs, welding, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our all-new alignment and calibration shop has the tooling, equipment, and staffing to ensure top-quality alignment and calibration adjustments for your vehicle. Our friendly office staff is more than happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit the Collision Shop by Jason for our complete list of services.
We head to, I got it. I'll take it away from here, Matt. Matt Palumbo doing play-by-play the last 3 innings, making his debut as the lead commentator, but Sean Myers will
leading off for the Wagoneers, the catcher,
bring you
23,
across the finish line, and it's setting up for a pretty dramatic finish here. 1-run game as we head to the 6th. And Connor Donahue, who was at the plate when the top of the 5th ended with a caught stealing, back to give it another try against Slezak as he takes the first pitch ball. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far for Donahue. Sends that one back out of play as the count goes 1-1.
Yeah, aggressive swing there from Donahue, looking to do some damage. Get the Wagoneers scoring or tying run on base here.
Oh, he was very late on that swing. Looked like he was fooled.
Yeah, it seemed like he decided to swing after that ball was already in the mitt there.
Did he hold? He did. You know, with how late of a swing we saw in the prior one, I thought maybe they just go back velocity, but they were trying to get him to wave at that. Almost bit, but was able to keep the hands back. Bounces this one foul, third base side. So the AB continues against the cleanup hitter for Frontier Club. Wagoneers had a 2-0 lead after the first inning, but Nakles took the lead with 4 runs in the second. Sharks have had the lead ever since. Big swing and a miss on a curveball as Slezak gets the punch out. Donahue 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, certainly a frustrating night at the plate for Connor Donahue. Just seemed all kinds of off balance in that at-bat. Slezak did a fantastic job of mixing his speeds there. Obviously, like we saw on that one pitch, was super late on the fastball there and then throws a big looping curveball there, gets him out in front for the strikeout.
Siphon takes a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. 0 for 2, although he has reached. That came on an error in the first. And this is low. From your playing days, Matt, the format of the playoffs is drastically different here in the Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League as the count now 1-2. What do you make? What stands out about this format that is way different than what preceded it?
Yeah, so when I played, granted it was a long time ago now, there were only 4 teams that made the playoffs. So you really had to be in that upper echelon of teams to be able to even make the playoffs. And then the format of the playoffs was 3-game series, semifinals, and then a 3-game series for the championship. So obviously, now you give more teams a chance. Maybe the first round games, as we saw, were a little bit more lopsided, but you know, you give teams a chance, and you know, you never know if a Cinderella run is going to happen. But I feel like with the previous format, put a lot more pressure on the regular season, and certainly the end of the regular season as well.
And there's a walk issued to Siphon. I believe, if I'm correct, at least the last few years, it was a 5-team bracket. 4 would play 5 in a single game. The winner of that would then move on to play the top seed in the semifinals, much like you said, was 4 teams in a best-of-3 series. So they did expand it from 4 to 5, and now from 5 to 8. And you don't have the best-of-3 series until you reach the championship round now. So it is a lot different with how teams approach it.
It certainly is a lot different. Makes it difficult for coaches to try and manage, although we did have a few off days, which allowed the pitching staffs to heal up.
Nakles with the foul ball. One thing about this game as opposed to some of the other ones I've called so far is way fewer moving parts and substitutions. And some of that's because it's been a close game throughout. I think the other part is that maybe these teams have a little bit more solidified starting lineups than some of the other teams.
Yeah, certainly these teams don't really have many players that are, borderline starters. Like you said, they've got their lineup solidified. They know what works best for them. They've had a ton of success on the field this season, so they know what works for them, and they're sticking to it.
That misses away.
Slezak hasn't been shy to throw that breaking ball. He's thrown it 4 strikes, and he's thrown it as sort of bait at times. See if he comes back with the fastball, trying to mix the speeds here.
That misses low.
He certainly came back with the fastball, though. Trying to keep Yakupenic on his toes here.
Before the payoff, the throw over to first. One-run lead for Nakles, but that is a precarious advantage at this juncture. As that's hit through on the left side, and now the go-ahead run is on the base pass. Siphon scoots into second. Yakupenic is at first.
Yeah, it's just a great at-bat there from the extra hitter, Ty Yakupenic. Works himself to a full count and is able to get a good piece of hitting there. Shoots it into the gap between the left field, between the shortstop and third baseman, and puts his team in a position to tie this ball game up here in the top half of the 6th inning.
Looks like for the time being they're going to keep Slezak in, but the entire infield is huddled up here. It's a big scenario. Obviously, if you're the Sharks, you do not want to give up that lead. And the number 7 hitter, Martz, awaits. He's 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk on his ledger.
Now batting the third baseman, number 66, Dane Martz.
Yeah, you certainly trust Slezak on the mound. If you're the Naples Sharks, he's thrown well so far. Hasn't given up a run yet. Well, that's a lie. He gave up 1 run last inning.
It's looking like that they are expecting a bunt here.
Yeah, looking like they maybe...
Calabrese at least is.
Absolutely. Maybe got the wheel play in effect where the first baseman charges, third baseman stays home.
I would be surprised by a bunt here.
And you're correct.
Oh, and complete confusion on the base pass. I'm not sure if Siphon saw what happened there. He started to go back to second, and so he's out. I thought off the bat maybe it would work like a bunt, where Slezak would just get the sure out at first. But because Siphon maybe thought that ball was caught, he is easily out.
Yeah, he must not have seen that ball was bounced into the dirt first. Or else he would have taken off running right away. Would have made it a more difficult play for Slezak, who actually bobbled the ball and might not have gotten the out at first base. But fortunate for Nakles there.
Now Showalter, and he's behind 0-2.
A quick start to this at-bat for Slezak, not messing around against Showalter. Trying to get themselves out of this jam unscathed.
Oh, that had us flinching. Fouled straight back into the netting.
Yeah, shout out to the new netting up this year provided by Pirates Charities, actually.
Was there an issue with balls coming through the old netting?
No, but there was a few netting pieces that were zip tied together, so definitely sketchy.
That gets away from the catcher, Hegan, and now 2 in scoring position. And the tying run just 90 feet away. The count is 1-2 on Showalter.
And you got to think with 2 outs here, runners will be on the move on contact. So a single may score 2 here for the Wagoneers.
Swing and a miss to the backstop. They have to throw down to complete the strikeout, and they do. Well, Hegan and Calabrese connect to bring an end to the inning. So the potential tying and go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. No runs. There was 1 hit and 2 left on base. We had bottom 6. It's still 5-4 Nakles over Frontier Club on WSN.
For over 40 years, Rennie & Associates Certified Public Accountants have been helping businesses thrive right here in Westmoreland County and across the nation. From tax prep and accounting to expert management advisory services, Rennie & Associates delivers the experience and insight your business needs to flourish. Visit RennieAssociates.com. Rennie & Associates CPAs, with offices in Greensburg and Ligonier.
Some moments on the field go beyond the game. They shape who we become. At Home Team Collections, we honor those moments with the care and craftsmanship they deserve. Because these moments aren't just memories, they're a legacy worth preserving. Any team, any sport, any logo. Visit HomeTeamCollections.com today and save $10 off your first order.
Missed opportunity for the Wagoneers. They got 2 on but could not bring them home. As we head bottom 6, Sean Myers, Matt Palumbo. Well, for number 2 Nakles, you already have the lead. So you're going to have a chance to close it out in the 7th no matter what. But how important would be an insurance run or maybe 2 runs here to give them some breathing room and some margin for error?
That would be massively important for the Sharks. No, it's absolutely what they're trying to do here is put up a run or 2, give themselves some breathing room.
The Sharks, the shortstop, number 33.
When you just have a 1-run lead going into, obviously they have the fortune of being the home team, so no matter what happens in the top half of the 7th, they'll have a chance to close it out. But going in with just a 1-run lead is never comfortable. Obviously, would love to have a 2-run lead, have some insurance, give themselves a chance to be a little bit comfortable.
No, they'll need the bottom of the order to do its job if that's going to happen, as number 8 hitter Aaron Gasky, the starting pitcher, takes ball 1. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts for Gasky. Ruffner misses up. Winner stays in the winner's bracket and will have the next 3 days off. The loser will drop into an elimination game on Wednesday against number 6 Heat Siphon, which won earlier today. Won in just 5 innings, so the Pumpers actually might have a little bit of an advantage, you would think, in that game.
Yeah, certainly had to use less arms than the Wagoneers.
Foul ball and will drift out of play. As we near 10 o'clock here, second game of this doubleheader. And there's the leadoff walk to Gasky.
That's a great at-bat from Aaron Gasky there. Able to foul off a couple pitches, stay alive.
Now batting
and when it matters most, he's able to lay off a borderline pitch there, get himself on base. Wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a little small ball here. Got the 9 and 10 hitters. So wouldn't be surprised to see a bunt laid down. Third baseman looks like he's expecting it too.
Instead bounced, and this is going to take Chappell right to the bag, and that is a twin killing. And in retrospect, maybe they should have tried to sacrifice. That was perfect for Chappell on the 6-3 double play as he eliminates both Groho and Gasky.
Now batting the left fielder,
that's
number
absolutely
24,
massive
Dante Duragon.
For the Wagoneers. Now they're down to their number 10 hitter, are the Sharks, with 2 outs in the inning. Completely kills the momentum.
First pitch ball to Duragon. Singled and scored in the 4-run second inning. He was such a big part of that inning, as there's a swing and a miss.
He seemed to shake off his right hand there again, which was the problem in his previous at-bat.
Misses over his head.
Yeah, the ball's just sailing on Ruffner there a little bit. Seemed to express some frustration after that pitch. Obviously would like to throw all strikes. I think every pitcher would.
Now back even at 2-2. Fouled straight back. Duragon's had some impressive swings. Will it yield results once again here?
Yeah, certainly doing some damage for a number 10 hitter. In the second inning, he singled and scored. So already doing his part to contribute for the Sharks team from the 10 spot.
Ruffner waves off several pitches. That's going to be a tough spot. And it falls in. Tarko made a good effort, but that was just perfectly placed, and Duragon has his second hit of the contest.
And once again, contributing from the bottom of the order. Maybe if the bunt would have moved the runner over there, it would be a completely different situation here, but a double play sort of makes life difficult for the Sharks here. Need to manufacture their own run here if they want to get some insurance.
Well, they got a good guy at the plate to help that cause. Mutnansky has an RBI single. He's also drawn a walk. So on base twice. And the throw gets away. And that's going to allow an advancement on an E1.
Yeah, I understand Ruffner wanting to check on Duragon there. He's got some good speed at first base, but you've got to make a surefire throw to Showalter there. He's got to try and dig that out, all while reaching towards the baseball and just not quite able to corral it.
Swing and a miss. So now you're thinking single almost, oh, thank you. We're getting some cool treats now. Single almost assuredly makes it a 2-run ball game. I've got hot eats and cool treats simultaneously here, Matt.
Yeah, you're living the dream, Sean. See if Mutnansky can live his dream and drive in this insurance run here.
The count 1-2. Ruffner taking his time. And he rings him up. So Ruffner gets his second punch out and brings an end to the 6th inning. It's a 1-run game as we head to the 7th. Nakles will try to close it out. Frontier Club will have a different ending in mind. Stick around right here on this dramatic finish on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Are you confused by Social Security? You're not alone. And that's where Amber Bazela Social Security Services and Consulting comes in. Located in Ligonier, PA, Amber helps you navigate Social Security from A to Z. Retirement, disability, Medicare, spousal benefits, and more. With personalized guidance and years of experience, Amber makes sure you get the benefits you deserve. Call 724-331-2556 to make an appointment today.
At Elliott Community Federal Credit Union, we're here to make your financial journey easier and more rewarding. With open membership to all that live, work, worship, or study in Westmoreland County, everyone can take advantage of our competitive loan rates. Whether you're doing home improvements, buying a car, or making a personal purchase. Plus, enjoy free checking and online banking with remote deposits so you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Elliott Community Federal Credit Union. Make our house your financial home.
Here we go. We head to the 7th, and Nakles trying to close it out. Sharks stake to a 5-4 lead. They are the home team as the number 2 seed, but the Wagoneers will not go quietly. That's a little concerning of a sign for Slezak, airmailing it to the backstop. Yeah, it doesn't count against him, but if you're a hitter for the Wagoneers saying, oh, maybe he might be a little erratic this inning. All right, so 9, 10, and 1 for the Wagoneers. You figure if you're Slezak, you're thinking, I have to get these first 2 hitters. Conversely, if the Wagoneers can get either Matarko or likely Ruffner will bat next, if they can get either one of them on base, I think they would consider that a bit of a victory.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can get either 9 or 10 on to bring up this top of the lineup, definitely a win for Frontier.
Well, maybe there was something to that, because that one, much like the final warm-up pitch from Slezak, misses badly.
It was almost identical to the warm-up pitch. So yeah, maybe Slezak's got a little bit of adrenaline running through his veins right now.
That might have been ball 2, but Matarko may be doing a little bit of a favor there, swinging it.
Yeah, Matarko helps him out. Surprised Manager Cody Helfrich didn't give him the stop sign there.
That one was a strike, but Matarko comes up empty.
Yeah, way late on that swing there, just not able to catch up to the velocity that Slezak brings.
Hits this one weakly to second. Patika has it and tosses across for the first out.
Even though that ball was not well hit at all, that took some crazy hops on Patika that was going back and forth and back and forth.
It probably had some backspin on it, you would imagine.
Yeah, it had to. But Patika able to corral it, make a nice play on the ball.
Now batting the left fielder, number 46, Cale Ruffner.
I'm not sure what happened there. The ball must have caromed out of play somehow. But Slezak's got it back. Ready to deliver to Cale Ruffner here in the 10 spot.
Ruffner drew a walk in his most recent plate appearance. Struck out his first time up as he takes ball one.
Yeah, and that was a great at-bat by Cale Ruffner, looking to recreate that here. Get himself on base by any means and bring up Aaron Chappell, top of the lineup.
That's a strike as Ruffner looks skyward, maybe not thrilled with that call.
Stomps back into the batter's box.
One and two.
Once again, another case of bottom of this Frontier lineup maybe helping out Slezak.
Now they were going after the inside pitches that he's thrown recently. And that one he pumps right down the heart of the plate. And now the Sharks 1 out away from moving on to the winner's bracket on Friday.
Now batting the shortstop, number 25, Aaron Chappell.
Slezak did a great job there of quick pitching almost. Ruffner did his little sort of routine there, but he was in the batter's box, legally allowed for Slezak to pitch. He just fired it in there right down the middle. Wasn't able to pull the trigger.
Another one straight to the backstop. I would imagine you like when a pitcher struggles to throw strikes, but you don't like as a batter when you see that because you're wondering, is the next one coming to my head?
Yeah, right. There's definitely some potential for some sweet chin music for Aaron Chappell here.
Well, this is probably the guy that the Wagoneers want at the plate. He has reached all 3 times that he has been to the plate tonight. And now he's ahead 2-0.
He's also scored all 3 times, unless I have that incorrect.
No, that is correct.
Well, scored 3 of their 4 runs.
3-0, that one did come in. If I'm Chappell, I'm basically backing out of the batter's box as this one is leaving Slezak's hand.
Certainly.
Take it and make sure I'm well away from the plate as it's over the plate. 3-1.
Yeah, right down the middle, but like you said, Sean, not pulling the bat off his shoulders on that one.
And he's aboard. Tying run in the form of Chappell is on base.
And brings up the ever-dangerous Grady Ruffner.
Now
with the
batting
tying
the
run on
pitcher,
first.
number 1, Grady Ruffner.
It's exactly what Frontier wanted here. Just give their meat of the order a chance here. Grady Ruffner certainly has that opportunity.
So, Chappell has a steal in this game. Do we think that he could be on the move, or would you rather have Ruffner be able to decide it definitively with his at-bat?
That's a tough question. I feel like you just don't take that risk if you're Frontier. Can't take the bat off Ruffner's shoulders here.
I would be inclined to agree. That said, if I were to venture a guess, what is the stolen base success rate in this league? I would say it's probably north of 80%. And Chappell's probably a plus athlete for them. That misses away.
Good job of Hegan sliding out, keeping that play in front of him, not allowing Chappell to move up 90 feet, as we mentioned, would be paramount here. Good lead from Chappell.
Ruffner at the plate. Tying run is at first in the form of Chappell, and now Slezak steps off. Decent lead at first for Chappell. 1-2. The other thing about the runner going, if you want Ruffner to be able to fully swing away, sometimes that could be slightly distracting to a hitter.
Yeah, see the runner moving out of the corner of the eye, especially with 2 strikes, might cause you to freeze for just that half a second. And with the velocity of Slezak, you can't afford that half a second. Got to be able to pull the trigger quickly.
Wagoneers almost certainly need to get Ruffner on here unless there's a total breakdown in containing Chappell. Ruffner will have to reach to keep this game going. There goes the runner. And it's hit through on the left side. And the throw is cut off. Runners at the corners now. And Chappell's probably getting the third no matter what, since there's 2 outs. He's running on contact, but he had a head start and was able to cruise into third base there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just that's a great piece of hitting there from Grady Ruffner. He was not distracted at all, as we alluded to. And he just smacks that ball right where Aaron Gasky left his position. The shortstop position really wasn't occupied. Not sure if Gasky would have been able to make that play either way if he was in his normal position, but no chance with him running towards second base.
Tying run at third. Runner from first goes. And they will concede that base. Ruffner, the go-ahead run, now in scoring position.
Yeah, wisely no throw there from Hegan.
Chappell at third, Ruffner at second, 1-0 to Rennie. And that's out of play. Rennie 0 for 2 with a walk. A strikeout in the first, a pop out in the third. Slezak trying to close it out. To first. Calabrese will win the race, and that will do it. Sharks survive a comeback bid from Frontier Club, and they strand the potential tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position as they claim a 5-4 victory. And this was one of the best games, maybe the best game that this postseason has seen so far here tonight, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a great, hard-fought game from both teams. Both sets of pitchers pitched extremely well, kept each of their teams in the game. And ultimately, the Naples Sharks just had some more timely hitting. That bottom half of the second inning ultimately came back to bite the Frontier Club Wagoneers. Just a couple defensive miscues, a couple overthrows here and there. The error on Grady Ruffner comes back to bite him in the end. And the Frontier Club Wagoneers will have to fight through the losers bracket in order to move on. And the Nakles Sharks get the luxury of playing on Friday now. And I believe they will have Slezak available for that game.
So Nakles is now 21-3. The Wagoneers are 19-5. And if I'm correct on this, Frontier Club on Wednesday will play Heat Siphon. On Friday, Nakles would then play the winner of that game, and Nakles would have 0 losses under its belt. So I believe the Sharks would then have to be defeated twice by whoever wins between Frontier Club and Heat Siphon, if I have that correct. The winner of that ultimately would go on to the championship. So the difference between a win and loss tonight is pretty substantial in terms of your odds to getting to the championship round.
Yeah, absolutely, Sean. Not only now do the Frontier Club Wagoneers have to fight back and beat Heat Siphon on Wednesday, like you mentioned, they have to play the Sharks again on Friday if they're able to come out on top against Heat Siphon and not only beat them once but beat them twice. So I don't know if they're going to have enough pitching for all of that. Certainly, I believe Ruffner should be available for Wednesday.
Well, they're going to have all hands on deck from here on
so
out.
Michael
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, so at least for the Wagoneers, they will have Grady Ruffner available if they so choose to put him on the mound against Heat Siphon. But maybe they go a different approach and try to save one of their better pitchers for the potential Friday game. But that's all something that the Frontier coaching staff now has to take into account. Something they probably wish they didn't have to worry about.
Yeah,
but
strategy gets a little bit easier if you win tonight, and that's exactly what Nakles will be able to reap the benefits of. Final numbers in this one. For Frontier Club, the Wagoneers, 4 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors, and the Nakles Sharks, 5 runs on 6 hits and 3 errors. That'll do it here tonight from Rosa Ogletti Park on the border of Latrobe and Derry. For our producer, Dan Flickinger, for my colleague, Matt Palumbo, Sean Myers signing off. 5-4 Nakles. The number 2 seed moves on to the winner's bracket and sends the Frontier Club Wagoneers to the loser's bracket. Thank you so much for tuning into our coverage. We'll be back tomorrow. 2 more games on the other side of the bracket as we continue our coverage of the Latrobe-Derry Area Teener League playoffs here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.